and we are going to get this party started. Thank you, families and KIPPsters, for being here, for being on time. I cannot wait until we can all be together celebrating each other in person. But in the meantime, we're going to make sure we still make the opportunity to celebrate KIPPsters, to connect with families, and continue building community in the way that we have all year. So the purpose, Alani Brown, to answer your question, is that we are going to take this opportunity to highlight some of the things we were able to accomplish in Q1. And then we're going to share some important updates with KIPPsters and families. But most importantly, we are here to celebrate you for all your hard work, for all your growth. It's really important that people are celebrated when they do great things. And you guys really have been doing great things all year. So that is what we are here to do. So I'm going to start by introducing myself. If you do not know me, my name is Mr. Nobrega. I have the pleasure and privilege and responsibility of being the school leader at KIPP Courage Academy. People always ask me, Mr. Nobrega, why Courage? You could have chosen any name in the world. And I chose Courage because I believe that courage is the most important value that we need to show every single day. Life is hard. There are obstacles that come your way, and following your dreams takes courage. Standing up for yourself takes courage. Standing up for other people takes courage. And not giving up and continuing to work hard each and every single day to be your best self takes courage. So I want our school to always be a reminder that you need to show courage in order to make it in this world, and not just make it, but thrive, be a leader, be an incredible citizen of this world. So that's why we always start by showing courage. So this year, our KIPPsters have been demonstrating the KCA way and our school values by following these non-negotiables. We've talked about the power of warm greetings. If you go to KIPP Courage Academy, I guarantee you someone's going to say, good morning, how are you? We've talked about kindness and gratitude. We've talked about preparation, being engaged, listening and responding, asking questions, having a culture of love and compliments and celebration, always showing our thinking, and definitely doing everything at 100%. So I am super duper proud of the work that we are doing this year. And today I get a chance to celebrate KIPPsters that have been killing the game and demonstrating our values. So we know that every week we've had Courage Spotlight winners, and we've had incentives and trips and rewards. But when you're the winner of a value award, that's really special. And tomorrow we'll have certificates for you guys so you can put them up, parents, on the refrigerator, wherever it is they're going to get the most action, the most views. We definitely want to make sure that our kids feel the love. So if your KIPPsters haven't already earned an orange sweater, encourage them to keep showing the KCA way, because every week on Monday, we select one KIPPster from each pride to get this KCA sweater. We've given the kids donuts. This is a picture from Ms. Latour's science classroom where the kids have been doing hands-on activities. We've taken the kids on trips. Mr. Encilo got us the hookup, and we took some 6th graders to go watch a Dolphins game. We've brought ice cream trucks to the school for the KIPPsters that have been meeting their goals. Even this morning, Dr. Bethel got a bucket of slushies, and we were passing out slushies and candy. As you can see, Ms. Rodriguez was passing out Wendy's. We're trying to make sure that when you do the right thing, that you get rewarded, because that's how life works. When you do the right thing, good things happen to you. And we want to make sure at KCA that we're always doing nice things for each other, because it makes people feel good. Last Saturday, apparently it was Boss Day. And when I walked into a school on Monday, teachers had balloons and like a t-shirt and flowers, and it definitely made my day. So we want to make sure that we're always doing that at our school, making each other's day, showing love, community, perseverance, purpose, and love. So families, at KIPP, we are all about maximizing our limitless potential. We are working really hard to make sure each and every day we are the best teachers for kids, that I am the best principal for kids, and that our kids are the best students that they could be. So one thing you can continue to count and expect from us is that we're going to hold our kids to high academic expectations. This is a picture of Jose and Brandon and Jefferson. And I love this picture because Jefferson came to the US a little less than a year ago and is an English language learner. And you can see Brandon also is a student who's working on his English. And Jose is a student that always goes out of his way to help students. And that's just the kind of love and support that we show each other, because whether or not your English is perfect, we still want you to work hard and we still want you to learn. We don't let anybody opt out. This is a picture from Mr. Romero's classroom. You can see all the hands up. This is something that happens all the time. We just hold kids to really high academic expectations and really high behavioral expectations. That's why we take the time to celebrate and reward kids when they do the right thing. Another thing you can count on KIPP for is to make sure we always have a high teacher, high family support. So I'm going to take some time before we start announcing the award winners to just share some really important announcements with families, because we cannot do this work without you. You see this tripod, the students, the families, the staff. It really takes all three working in unison. So we want to make sure that we continue to do that. Ms. Roker has been sending out newsletters every single Monday to keep families in the loop. Kids go home with courage reports every single Friday, so you know what their grades look like. And we will continue to do this so that you are always in the loop. You do not have to wait until the end of a quarter to see how your KIPPster is doing in school. You should be able to know every single week how they're doing and how their grades are moving. So our non-negotiables for families, the way that we want you guys to show our value, number one is to show love. Talk to us, hold us accountable, hold your students accountable. We're in the business, not in the business. We do this work because we love kids and want them to grow. So as families, you want what's best for your kids. We want what's best for your kids. And we got to make sure that we're having these conversations and holding each other accountable. The other thing you could do under purpose is make sure your kid comes to school each and every single day. Attendance is the most important thing. And today we're going to be announcing the KIPPsters that have had attendance all of Q1. And that's a really, really incredible feat. So we want to congratulate and shout out all the families who are making this possible. Under community, we want you guys to feel pride that you are part of the KCA family. We want to make sure kids are in uniform looking good and that families are feeling good. And of course, we want to show perseverance and courage because the work is hard. It's not easy, but helping each other, all is possible. So I want to share some really quick grading and attendance information so families know. We start every single day. Classes start right at 8 o'clock. We give students 10 minutes as a little grace period, but as of 8:11, they're late. And we really want families to try the best you can to get the kids in the building before 8 o'clock. We open the building for breakfast at 7:40. So if you bring the kids before 7:40, there's no one there. So please, between 7:40 and 8 o'clock is the best time, and classes start right at 8 o'clock. Students will be receiving their final report cards, but every week on your courage reports, you see their grades. And we want families to know that kids are not just graded on how they do in tests. They're graded on their participation, they're graded on their work completion and their work habits. And then of course, they're graded on mastery. But if your kid, like no one should be getting an F, no one should be getting a D. If the kids are putting in the work, the very lowest grade that they can have is maybe a C. But we really want you guys to push your kids and continue to encourage them so that they get A's and B's, because every single KIPPster is capable of making it happen. And if we push them, we know that kids rise to the challenge. Like I said, every single Friday, kids go home with a courage report that tells you their behavior, whether they've been on school, on time, what their grades are looking like. And this will upgrade from quarter to quarter. So you can get on your KIPPsters and support them in moving those grades before they get locked down. We also ask kids every single Friday to share one thing that they're proud of, one area that they want to focus on the following week. And we have heard and we know that when families also have these conversations with KIPPsters, it really helps them come to school focused and ready to do the thing. So continue to sign courage reports, families. That is how we know that you know and how we know that the KIPPsters are keeping you in the loop. We definitely don't want to get to a point where families don't know how their kids are doing in school. I know I'm talking a whole bunch, so please, please, please feel free to drop some questions in the chat. And then LT, if there are any questions that make sense for me to address whole group, please stop me so I can make sure that I address it. But give me a thumbs up if you're still with me. Yes, thank you, Ladero. Thank you, Tremaya. I saw your thumb right away. I appreciate you. Yes, Ms. Littleton with the thumb. I see it and I love it. Here we go. So newsletters. I just got to brag on Ms. Roker real quick. Ms. Roker goes above and beyond and sends these beautiful newsletters every Monday. As you guys probably know, last week was Spirit Week. So on Monday, kids got to wear their pajamas, then they got to wear their jerseys, then they got to dress tacky. So last week was a really, really fun week. But now we need the kids to be back in uniforms. And we really need your help with this. No more slides, no more Crocs. Please make sure your kids come to school with closed-toed shoes. This is for their safety. Please make sure they're not wearing any hoodies. We don't let the kids put their hoodies on in class. So if you could please make sure they don't come to school with a hoodie. It makes their life easier. It makes our life easier, because then we're not wasting time having conversations about hoodies, and we can really focus on the learning, which is the most important thing. At this point, everybody should have a KCA polo. We know the uniform store is still going through it. So if you need support in getting a shirt, I have a couple extra shirts that I can give to your Kipsters. Just let me know. Let's connect, because I want to make sure the Kipsters at this point have their uniforms. They feel good. They look good, and all of that stuff.
Can I also add something, Mr. Nobrega?
Of course.
I'm sorry. We also have patches available in the front office. I did put it in the newsletter. It's on a first come, first served basis. So pretty much if you have a plain blue polo shirt, you can iron the patches on, or you can actually get them sewn on. So it's the same patches that are on the uniform, that's on the school shirts that students are wearing now. But if case your child has absolutely no school shirts with logos on it, please contact me and I will definitely send the patches home with your child, or you can just come up to the school to pick them up. So again, it's first come, first serve. I don't have that many, but I do have them to give away, and they are free.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Roker, always coming through. We want the kids. We know that when the kids look good, they behave good. And when they look like a team and they all got the same shirts on, it's a certain pride that comes with like looking like a team. So we want to make sure that we maximize that and make that happen. All right, y'all, I'm almost getting to the awards, but first I got to take my time and shout out all the Kipsters and all the families on this list. That means you have come to school every single day. Destiny Davenport, Destiny Ford, Xavier Julius, Jamari Palmer, Esmaides, #Ellie Valdez, Stephon Blanchard, Zariah Eford, Royal Reed, Antonia Pollock, Jelia Gilmore, Quincy Curry Everett, Jonathan Jones, Aliyah Anderson, Leah James, Keon Davis, Karan Williams, Nathaniel Thompson, Anthony Thompson, Ladera Wilson, DeKayla Gordon, Zariah Pollock, Antoine Gilmore, Zakia Johnson, Diana Birch, Maria Hidong, Zariah, Carol, and Alexandra Reed. Congratulations. Please come off mute and make some noise for these Kipsters.
Yes.
And
also, I have a surprise for you guys tomorrow.
Yes. Miss Roker. Miss Roker has a surprise for y'all, but technically tomorrow is the last day in Q1. So if you don't show up tomorrow, not only would you miss out on this surprise, but then you also technically wouldn't have perfect attendance. So please make sure you're in school tomorrow on time, looking good, ready to rock. You know we always hit you with the random surprises, so don't miss out. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You already know how that goes. So last thing, y'all know last year we were on the campus of Madison Middle School, had a couple little classrooms, making it pop, making our kids grow and having some fun. This year, we have a brand new space. We went from a parking lot to now some beautiful trailers. And let me just show you what our trailers look like, because you can't tell me this is not a beautiful classroom. And that is what we're going to continue to make sure we do. Our kids deserve to go to beautiful schools, to be part of beautiful classrooms. And we're going to work really hard to make sure that is their experience. Even better, I have a special surprise. And that is that the pictures are coming in for our building next year. As y'all know, we're going to be positioned right behind the Travis Powell Stadium. So we're going to continue to be on the campus of Miami-Dade College. And we already started construction for next year. So you know I'm excited. And getting to these pictures, y'all. Tell me this is not going to be a beautiful, beautiful school. I cannot wait for our Kipsters to be able to be in this space. I cannot wait to be able to host family meetings in town halls, in an auditorium, to have dance parties, to have football games, to have the works, because our kids deserve it. And our families that have been with us from day one. I just want to thank y'all for your faith and for your support and for your trust, because we're building this school from the ground up, and you guys are part of that from day one. And that's really cool to be a part of. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I'm just so excited. All right, so I'm gonna kick it to Miss Templer, who has some special announcements, and then we're about to start with the awards very soon.
All righty, good evening, my KCA family. I am so happy that we are all together in this space tonight. As y'all know, my name is Miss K Templer, Miss K or Miss Templer, however you're feeling that day. My contact information is on the slide, and as a friendly reminder, I am the Courage Counselor, aka the social worker. On my announcements for today, I want to make the broad announcement that all Project Upstart forms that have been given to me by the front office are now being processed, and I will be making calls out soon. So if you are a family that created or filled out the Project Upstart forms, I will be reaching out to you to further along that process. In addition to that, I have passed out some consent forms to the whole school. And then I gave a lot of sixth graders some second copies because they lost them multiple times. So by this point in our week, I know a lot of students that have brought home second copies for families to sign. And just so we're on the same page, the reason why I am sending home consent forms is, number one, to just introduce myself, right? So on that first part of the packet is a newsletter so y'all can get to know me a little bit more. I know this year we grew as a family, and because we're growing as a family, I want to make sure that you all have a direct line to me, but also so that you have my contact information, which is on that front page. On that back page is the consent form. The consent form is being passed out because there is a state mandate that was passed this summer that says that I'm not legally allowed to see any children for a formal session unless their parent consents to it on paper. So with that being said, I'm sure everyone is wondering, what is a session? What is a check-in? All those things. A check-in is when I meet with a student for at least 15 minutes, and the aim of our check-in is to de-escalate your child and to return them back to class. So I'm not going to do any in-depth conversations during this check-in. It's namely for me to connect with your KIPPster and bring them right back to class. However, if you sign this consent form, your child will be eligible, not mandated, eligible to have a session with me if they need it at some point throughout the year. What a session looks like is a 45-minute time period with me. And what they are going to do is unpack, process, and work on any emotional or mental concerns as expressed by the student themselves, family, or staff. So if your child has an IEP with counseling in it, you do not need a form. It is automatically granted to you that your child can see me because they have counseling inside of their IEP. If they do not, all other children need a form in order to see me for longer than 15 minutes. So please text me, and my number is on the slide if you need to verify if you have signed and returned the form. I had a number of beautiful parents text me throughout this week to verify if their child has brought the form back to school and if I have logged it in. And it's a really quick process. So again, my number is on the slide if you want to text me to verify, but also please text me to reach out for another form. In addition to that, I just want to say that I am here for support. So call me, beat me if you want to reach me. But I will say that because we have a larger family this year, I do just ask for your grace and your patience in waiting for me to reach back out, as we do have students who have pressing needs in front of me. We have some families who have pressing needs after hours, and I'm always constantly providing support to our families. You are important, they are important, but I want everyone to just practice grace when reaching out to me. In addition to that, I am just so happy to be working with you all this year and providing a quality education for your child and also a quality life. If you have any questions or any concerns, please reach out. Again, my contact information is on the board, or was on the board. So with that being said, I'm so excited. Everyone come off of mute and give me a drum roll, please. Drum Yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. We are announcing our 2021 Pride Parents. Yes, you heard me. Not Pride Presidents, Pride Parents. This year is KCA's first year having a parent-teacher association. It will be one Pride parent per homeroom, and all parents are encouraged to join meetings, but those select few parents will be responsible for assisting us with any campus needs, as well as any Pride parent asks. So with that being said, some of those responsibilities are, if you are interested, you'll be attending monthly meetings. You'll also provide parental support for any fellow families within your Pride. And then you'll also assist with advocating on behalf of your Pride families. So if you are interested in this role, it is a growing role. With that being said, in the future, we do hope to grow as a full KCA Parent Teacher Association, but we do need to start small, and that starts with you. So if you are interested, I will drop the link in the chat for you to fill out, and I will be in touch. So I'm so excited to see a lot of my families who have been contacting us from day one that are super involved and just want to make sure that their child is having a great time at KCA. So go ahead and fill out this form. You'll be working with me, and that is all that I have for tonight. Love you all. I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to pass the mic back to Mr. Nobrega.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Templer. We're visionaries. We got big dreams. We can't wait till we have a day where we have a full-grown family association running the school, because we cannot do this work without y'all. Like I said earlier, it's the kids, the families, and the staff working in unison, but this is definitely step one. So I'm already seeing people in the chat saying they're interested. Please connect with Ms. Templer. I'm super excited to get this up and running and to get you guys to have a voice in every decision that we make as a school, because we're ultimately here to serve you and your kids. So we want to make sure your voice is always a part of the conversation. And of course, I got to say, follow us on the gram. It is how we keep a lot of information out. We send out the links for the events like tonight. We send out a lot of stuff. So please follow us, have the kids follow us so they are always in the loop. And now it's time for the awards. I know I've been talking for too long, so I'm going to pass it. I'm going to lean on my leadership team to present the awards. So we got Ms. Collins, Dr. Bethel, and Ms. Templer on the line. Unfortunately, Ms. Allegra couldn't be here with us today, but we're going to have the different members of the leadership team present our value awards for both 5th and 6th grade. And then we're going to do breakouts. So 5th grade parents will get a chance to hear from 5th grade teachers about the academic winners. And then 6th grade parents will get a chance to hear from 6th grade teachers about the academic winners there. So without further ado, I'm going to kick it off to Ms. Collins.
Hello, families and KIPPsters. I'm so excited to be here tonight because I get the wonderful opportunity to announce our Community Value Award member. This is for a 6th grade student who affirms their identities and their communities by showing gratitude, taking care of themselves and each other. This KIPPster is phenomenal. He or she, I won't reveal it yet. He or she is someone that we have relied on heavily in science class and just being a model student and also taking care of others. This student is, please reveal, Quincy Curry Everett. Yes. Yes, come off mute, clap it up, clap it up. Yes.
All right, Quincy.
Quincy is phenomenal, and we're just so grateful for all his gifts for our Courage community. Now we're going to move on to 5th grade for community.
It shows it.
Oh, uh-oh. Your order is a little bit different than mine. 5th grade, we're going to continue with you, but this time we're going to go to purpose. This community.
I'm sorry, Ms. Collins, I messed up. Go ahead. 5th grade community.
Okay. All right. 5th grade community. This is for Tiana Clark.
Yes,
Tiana.
Yes, Tiana is phenomenal. Fun fact, I worked with her older sister at Liberty, and Tiana is such a joy. She takes care of herself and her community, and she embraces others, as well as proudly stands within her queendom. And we're just so excited to have Tiana with us and really just provide a model for community at our school. Next up, we're going to talk about purpose. This is for Antoine Gilmore, 5th grade. Yes, come on, mute. Come on,
Go ahead,
Antoine.
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 Yes, drop some love in the chat if you can. So Antoine, he always remembers his why. He is focused in class. When he's out in his specialist classes, he's having a good time, but he's still very poised and mature. And he comes to school physically and mentally prepared. So lots of love for Antoine. Last but certainly not least, this is for a 6th grader Purpose Award. And this is for Jamari Palmer.
Hey!
Jamari, come off mute. Let's celebrate
Hey,
him.
my boy.
Congratulations, Jamari.
Yes. Jamari is such
Yes,
yes, go off, Mom. Go off. Yes. He is such an intentional leader. This young king asks questions. He lives mindfully in order to uplift himself and others. In the future, I can see him being a lawyer or a judge. He's just so poised and emotionally constant. When he speaks, you better wait for it because you're going to catch some gems. He has lots of very thoughtful things to say, and he just adds to our community. We love working with him so much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got a gold mine over there, sis. All right, I'm going to kick it over to Dr. Bethel.
No, I'm here with Snowbreaker. Good afternoon, good evening, all that good night if you're from the Caribbean. I am Dr. Bethel, and I will be presenting our award. So Mr. Snowbreaker has shown it already, but show some love and give some shine to one of our most dedicated KIPPsters, who is none other than Andrew Moore. Go ahead and give him some shine and about Andrew. Andrew is always focused no matter what class he's in, whether it's like iReady, ELA, or science. Like every time I see him, he's always focused on his assignments. Congratulations, Andrew. Next slide, Mr. Nobrega.
Dr. Bethel, I'm not gonna click it because then the name's gonna show.
Oh, okay. So that means I need to know. All right. So our next KIPPster will be awarded the Perseverance Award. This student also for 6th grade shows her due diligence or his due diligence while in school, working very hard. None other than our beloved Rihanna Bird.
Hey!
Yes, Brianna.
Yes, Queen.
Brianna. So proud of you.
Rihanna, so proud of you. Our next award winner. Now, this one is very special because every day, my bad addiction, this student supports it. I love eating candy all day, and you can count on this KIPPster to give you a handful of candy every single morning, no matter where you see her at. And I'm like, how do you have so much candy? Because when I was young, we had the candy house or the candy store. You would get in trouble, but this student must own one, and that's none other than Kalia Reed. Kalia shows so much love and dedication, not only to her peers, but also to staff as well. So come off mute and let's show Kalia Reed some love.
Hey, Kalia.
Good job,
Kalia.
Kalia.
We love you, Kalia. And then last but not least, for myself, none other than our Love Value Award also goes to Miss Shamaya Moore. Shamaya is a very hard worker. I see the 6th grade team going crazy.
Yes.
Shamaya is a very hard worker, always respectful, always diligent, always caught doing the right thing. And come off mute, and then let's show Miss Moore some love and gratitude.
Yes, Shamaya.
Yes,
you love. Love you.
We miss you, girl. Come on back.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
All righty. So with that being said, it's my turn to present our Courage Value Awards. Elizabeth Kenny once said, "It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all of your life." Here at KCA, our number one priority is for KIPPsters to live authentically, for them to take risks, for them to learn from their mistakes and follow their dreams. And today I have the honor of presenting the Courage Value Award for quarter one. And both students have taken leaps when it doesn't feel comfortable, have led the way as trailblazers, and continuously show up as leaders. Join me in celebrating our fifth grade winner, Harmony Pierce.
Yes, that's
Hey, Harmony.
Yes, Harmony. And for sixth grade, our winner is Brandon Espinal.
Yes, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Se puede.
Yes. Now passing the mic back to Mr. Nobrega.
All right, families. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're now going to go into breakout rooms so teachers can spend some time connecting with you guys. I am going to create a breakout room and give you guys the option to choose the room. One of the rooms is going to say fifth grade, and one of the rooms is going to say sixth grade. So families, I want you to choose the room that makes sense for you to join. And then you guys are going to close out the rest of our time together with our great teams and our great team leaders who are going to present the academic awards. If you guys have any questions, you guys know that I'm always at school. You guys can reach me. You guys can email me. I would love to hear from you guys, but I want you guys to have the opportunity to hear from teachers since you already heard a lot from me. So go ahead and choose your breakout room. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your evening if I don't get a chance to see y'all again. But I appreciate you guys for being here today, and good luck to our winners. Congratulations to our winners, and shout out to our future winners. And Miss Stanley, this filter is life. You need to show me how you did that. There's
Okay.
a movie star.
Mr. Nobrega, can you make sure we have access to share our screens?
I absolutely. Good catch. I'll do it right now. Absolutely.